everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time here, my name is Natalia, and today we're talking brow products. So I just finished making a starter kit video where I talk about things that you would start with, somebody that's new to makeup. In that video, I talked about a few different brow products, and it got me thinking about my favorite brow products, and I decided to make a separate video and really go in depth, talk about why I like each product and what I like using it for specifically. So I hope you guys are excited for this video, and let's go ahead and get started. Now, a lot of these are going to be for the most part affordable, just because that's what I tend to lean towards. And honestly, nowadays you can find a lot of good brow products at the drugstore, so it's what I buy. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about is the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in dark brown. This is the one that I'm wearing on my brows today. I feel like this is a very standard brow pencil. It is more of a fine tip. It does come with a really good spoolie. The shade matches me perfectly. The formula is going to be, all of these are very creamy, but they're not going to be like slippery and kind of just slip around on your face. They stay in place very well, but they give you a little bit of time if you need to like wipe them off or you messed up or whatever, and I like all these for that reason. So this is going to be the first one that I would recommend. Then we have the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Micro Brow Pencil, and I have it in ash brown. This is another one that is also creamy enough to blend out into your brows, but it's not going to slip around. It's the perfect texture. It stays on your brows really nicely. If you can find a perfect shade, then this is the one for you. And it says that it's a 1.5 micro point, whatever that means. I don't know, I can't really tell the difference in the points, but this is going to be another good one. Then we have the Covergirl Easy Breezy Brow Microfine and Define Brow Pencil. I use the rich brown shade. This is going to be another really good one. It's a fine point. It gives you definition, creamy enough to blend out, not enough to slip around. And then last but not least, we have the LA Girl Slim Shady. I think I used the shade Brunette. I couldn't tell you because it's all worn off, but this is also a very nice brow pencil. Again, nice spoolie, blends out, creamy, not slippery. Now, for a little bit of a different brow pencil, we have now the e.l.f. brow pencil. This is going to be a chubby pencil, and I have mine in, I think, dark brown. It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it's dark brown. But this is going to give you more of like shading for your brows, so you're not going to be able to get like very thin strokes, obviously, because it is more chubby. But if you have already a good amount of brows and you just need a little bit of definition, this is a really good one for that. You can just go ahead and fill them in real quick and do the little spoolie, and this is going to give you a nice fill-in kind of color. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I like to use it for. I won't go in with this if I want more of a defined brow. I usually would go in with this one when I want just like an easy fill-in kind of day. I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to think about it. I just reach for this one, and it's like $3.99, so it's super affordable. Then here we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Perfect Brow Pencil, and this is going to be a wooden pencil. Now, you don't see these a lot anymore, but there's something special about this brow pencil, and I could not tell you exactly what it is. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know what makes it special. I have it in dark brown. I don't know if I said that already, but this is truly like a perfect brow pencil. It fills in your brows in such a like special way without them looking too heavy or too like bold. But once you blend them out with your spoolie and just kind of spread out the product, I don't know, you end up with like such natural looking brows. I don't know if it's the formula, but I've compared this one to like regular brow pencils, and I can see me going through this whole little pencil and buying it again because it's just an easy brow filler. I don't know how else to explain it, but of course, if you want to give brow like strokes to your brows and make them look like very defined, this is not going to be for you because it is more of a chubby point. But you can still sharpen it and get like very thin ones, but that's not usually what I use it for. That one paired with like a brow gel, so pretty. Now, moving on to brow pens. I have tried quite a few different ones. I've tried the Urban Decay one. I've tried the Benefit one. I've tried the Glossier one. What other ones have I tried? I can't remember. But those are like the more popular ones. And the ones that I love the most are these two here. It's going to be the Milani Weekend Brow Eyebrow Tint in Espresso. And I've been talking about this one for quite a while. I feel like this one gives you the perfect like brow strokes, and you can go, you know, a little bit heavier and get like thicker strokes, or you can go in very lightly and get very thin ones. And I just really like the control that I get with this one. It gives me pigment without it looking like I just actually got a Sharpie and did my brows, which is sometimes what happens to me with the Glossier one. That one I'll try to do it, and sometimes it just comes out very thick and messy, and it just gives my brows like not a natural look at all. But this one does. This one makes them look very defined, like super defined, like you can see every stroke in your brow. So I really like that for that reason, and it's super easy to use as well. And then my recent favorite has been this one, the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in Espresso. This one I like now a little bit more than the Milani, but they're both really good. And this one also gives you like super defined little brow, let me do it somewhere else, brow little strokes, and it just looks very natural. And the point that it has, it's so thin, but I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it just ends up looking very natural on the brows, and I like it. Every time that I do my brows with this, no joke, I get some type of compliment like, oh wow, your brows look really nice today. Did you do something different to your brows? Wow, your brows look nice, whatever. And I really like that for that reason. Not because I get compliments, but I mean because my brows look really nice and defined without them looking fake and caterpillary, you know? So these are gonna be my two favorite brow pens. Now, moving on to a brow pomade. I don't use brow pomades very often, to be honest. I don't reach for them. I think they're a bit more time consuming. That's why I don't usually reach for them. But Milani makes a really good one that I've bought before, and I gave it to my mom. She's the one that I'm using it now. They make a really good one. Anastasia, Beverly Hills, they have their DipBrow pomade. That one's really good. But honestly, like I said, I don't reach for them a lot. So those are the two that I would recommend if you're looking to try it out, or you're not sure if you would like them. You can try those out. Those are the best ones that I found. For brow gel, I have 3 different ones, and they're, well, 4 different ones, and I use them in 4 different ways. So let's start with the one that I don't have. It's the Wow Brow from e.l.f. That one is going to be the most affordable brow product you can find. It's like for $5 maybe. And that one has pigment, and it has, I think it has like fibers in it, so it makes your brows look a little bit thicker. The only downside to that one is that it doesn't give you a lot of hold to your brows. So if you have very stubborn brows, which I do, it's not going to be a product that holds them in place all day long. But if you don't have, you know, brows that are stubborn like mine, that one will work out really well. And I've heard a lot of people that love it as well. And it gives you a little bit of pigment, it defines your brows, it gives you a little bit of hold, it gives it a little bit of volume because it does add some of that fiber, and that's one's a really good brow gel. Now for a clear brow gel, this one's a good one. This is the Nudestix Brow Boost, and honestly, for a while, I didn't like this one at all. I bought it, I regretted it, and I just kind of threw it in my drawer, didn't use it again. But the way that I've been using it recently is I'll go in with this first. So I'll put it all throughout my brows, coat my brows really well. So I'll go down, up, sideways, whatever. Make sure they're nicely coated and just let it dry as I do the rest of my makeup. And then I'll go in with my brow pen at the very end, or a brow pencil, and that's how I like to use this one. You have to give it time to dry. If you don't, then your brows will kind of slowly fall, or if you mess with them too much. But that's the way that I use it. Make sure that it's very well coated, and when you do, it actually gives you a really nice hold and definition to your brows, but they do look a little bit wet. So if you don't look like that look, this is not going to be for you. Then we have the NYX Thick It, Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara, and this is in the Espresso. I've talked about this one so much lately. In all my videos I basically mention it because it's just such a good brow mascara. I can't believe that I love it so much. Like, if I lost all my brow products, this would be the first one that I would go and repurchase because it's that good. And this is gonna give you so much pigment to your brows, so you need to be careful when you first start using it until you get the hang of it, because this can look very crazy very fast because it has that much pigment. But if you're patient and learn to use it, the outcome is going to be amazing. This gives such a nice hold to your brows without them feeling super crunchy. Like, my brows never really feel crunchy, but I can feel it in my brows. That's the one I have on my brows today. So it's going to give you a nice hold. It adds the perfect pigment definition to your brows, and it's just really nice. The only thing that I do wish is that the little spoolie was smaller because it's pretty big. It's almost like a mascara wand. So that's the only downside, but once you get the hang of it and you learn to use it, that's not that big of a deal. But yeah, this is really nice. I really like it, especially on days when I don't want to wear a lot of makeup. I'll just put this through my brows and it just adds some pigment and color. It holds my brows and I don't even have to go in with a pencil some days. But this is one that I love so much, and I feel like it's just an all-around good brow gel. I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Brow Freeze, and this is gonna be a good just brow gel. Like, if you just need something that just glues down your brows, this is a really good one for that. The only thing that I've noticed is that sometimes it doesn't fully dry down, and I think it's because those days I kind of went over my foundation. Maybe my foundation was too dewy. This gives your brows the most hold that you can possibly want. Now, if you don't like that crunchy feeling, you don't like that strong hold, this is not going to be the product for you because this is just crazy. I know e.l.f. makes a similar product and I bought it, I used it, I didn't think it was the same. I think this is better. So if you have really stubborn brows or you just want that like crazy hold type of brow, this is a really good one. I have a backup. I don't know if I would repurchase it once I go through both of them because, like I said, I've been really loving this one and it does a similar job. But if you're looking for a clear one, the Anastasia one's better. I hope they come out with a clear one for this, that it's the same formula. If they do, wow, that's gonna be amazing. So those are gonna be all the brow products that I love at this current moment. There's always new ones that come out all the time, so I'm sure this will change in a year from now, and when it does, we'll make a new video. But these are all the ones that I'm currently loving for different reasons. I use them in different ways. But let me know in the comments below if you guys have any favorites that you guys use. Maybe I'll check them out if I haven't yet. But that's gonna be it for this video. All these products will be linked in the description box below. Also, if you guys are interested in this makeup look, I'll go ahead and link the video in the description as well. If you guys enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate if you would do so. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.